Welcome back everyone to episode 6 of Let's Play Command Ops 2. I just went through a whole bunch of stuff and I realized I spent 20 minutes just giving orders, so I'm going to restart the video. So I've given a few orders, just a very few. Mainly I was just kind of talking about what I may or may not want to do, and I kind of got sidetracked talking about all the myriad of options. If they do this, I do that. You know, it's fun to think about, but 15 minutes of it is overkill for sure. So let's try this again. Alright, so one of the big I guess there's just three big things that I want to mention about the incoming reinforcements. Two of the battalions and then the field artillery that we're also given. So we have the 8th Tank Battalion, which is identical to the 35th Tank Battalion. Now, the 35th has actually commandeered one of the elements of the 51st to make it also a pretty well-rounded fighting force that it had mechanized infantry as well. That's not the case with the 8th. The 8th Tank Battalion is pure armor, and it also has Dog Company with those Stewards. Unfortunately, Dog Company of the 35th is just destroyed. Over half their equipment is gone. And I was kind of looking around, like hoping that they could get reinforcements, but it doesn't show. I think this might be the base defenses, so I don't know what. I guess maybe you can't get reinforcements inside of a scenario. I was thinking maybe there's a possibility of sending new tanks to the front or something, but I think it's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure it won't happen now. So we just have a really almost combat ineffective Dog Company because of some really poor fighting around here. Thinking about that more, I really regret going over to take Breitfeld because we could have just tried to surround the forces here, just completely eliminate their combat ability. We had them on the run, and this is just it was a blunder. There's no other way of saying it, I think. I was so dead set on taking Breitfeld, which has not even netted any points for us. So this is our objectives. I have to sneeze 1 second. Hoy, that was an interesting one. Anyway, if we want to look at any of these objectives, it shows us the area where you have to control. And it also shows here how long we've occupied it for out of this duration. If you occupied it the entire time, you'd get the full 8.3, which we may get for Lomersweiler. For Steinbrück, we've had it for a longer time so far, just because the time it started was earlier. So this started at 0600, this one didn't start till 1200, so we've been able to control Steinbrück for about 6 hours more. But controlling it for the full time gets you 8.3, same with this, which means technically per hour, Lomersweiler is a little more important because it's less time divided among 8.3 points. And I guess the completion is if you control it at the very end of the campaign, at the very end of the scenario. Now, our time in Breitfeld, I think, has been since, it was probably around midnight that we took it. So the 2 hours haven't given us any points yet, which is sad because this is even less of a time window and even more points. So that's unfortunate, but for those reasons, and also just because it wasn't tactically a very sound way of doing it, I think we should have continued to push these forces and just completely rout them. Without those forces around, we probably could have pushed into Breitfeld no problem. I know that we would be facing the reinforcing elements of the 12th VGD, but I think there's no way you can get Insane 5th before they arrive anyway. So, otherwise my game plan is right. During this turn, I want to push my infantry in between this huge gap of no roads. I want to get these guys to cover this and take up to this road line. They are going to be supported by two of the groups that we just got. So the 4th Armored Division now is almost all here. Just CCR is missing, but the Combat Command Baker has 2 supporting elements that they add that we're going to use just completely detached. And that is a Cavalry Recon Squad and also an Armored Engineer Company. I'm going to move those guys both up here without resting, so I set these guys to no rest and go as quick as you can. I don't want to force march them, let them go when they can, but they know to go there, as soon as they're ready to move. They're not being told to just get there now, just start moving, doesn't matter what, because that would disorganize them and tire them. But I just told them, okay, as soon as you guys are ready, but as soon as possible, move over to Steinbrook and wait there. And these guys are going to be working in tandem with the infantry forces to clear this forest, while the two elements I just mentioned move up the roads to the east. I've also been given access to the 177th Field Artillery, which has the ever impressive M1 155mm howitzer. So these things, have a massive range, just massive. So we can leave them anywhere we want on the map, but I'm actually going to put them over here because these groups actually have pretty sizable defenses. So I'm going to let them go over here. They're going to be given a defend order with maximum aggression, maximum rate of fire, and with maximum resupply, which I really want that maximum resupply so that we don't run out of artillery ammo. I've also moved the 66th up here. I've given them the rest order because they're still a little fatigued from all the day's work. So hopefully that'll help them to rest a little bit more. But I want them to get up there. Let's have them move that as the quickest route. When they set up there, I'll probably give them a defend order institute with max rest so that they can continue their rest order. But I'll probably only do that once day breaks and hopefully our fatigue has gone down a little bit. It's better to keep these guys in towns like these guys are, which means if they aren't doing anything, they'll just slowly regenerate some of their fatigue. You know what? Because of that, because I want the 66 to help in the defense of Steinbrook. If we don't have a unit within this circle, Steinbrook is not considered ours. Even though we were the last people there, we don't have any kind of occupying force, which is necessary to hold the objective. And that's probably what these anti-air units are for. Just to go and defend in areas where, well, these probably are better served actually defending against air if we moved them up with the tanks or whatnot. But I use them really as, I need people to hold objectives, and that's what their role is going to be. So that's what the supporting elements are going to do. Okay, I don't want to get bogged down talking about this stuff for too long. So for now, these guys have no fatigue. I want them to move up and support Lomersweiler. That's way too many tanks, actually, so let's have them move up and defend this really open area facing Nightingale. Unfortunately, they could be attacked from the rear, so I might just move them up and have them defend just everywhere. But let's kind of look at what the line of sight is around here. I like it right here. Worse. Really bad. Yeah, so it seems okay in this area. So I'm going to give them a move order just to this area. The entire 8th Battalion, just move over here. And they'll probably have good vision of Nightingale from there. They're allowed to engage with maximum everything, and they're allowed to attack people on the way if they meet them. Only a very small area is possibly under enemy control. Yeah, so we know that they've seen some units over here at night. Excuse me, I just have to clear my throat. Sorry about that. We're holding this forest really well, but I think it's possible that enemy units have moved through this area. Hopefully not. I don't know. Well, anyway, we're just going to push them up there. They can attack any units they see on the way. Hopefully they just don't see any units. Because it's nighttime, low visibility means really bad things for armor. We like to fight from a distance. Infantry likes to fight close range. And with poor visibility, that might end up going really close range. Alright, so those are our orders for 8th. Now let's give an order for the 10th. For my attack on Sankt 5th, I want the 51st and the 10th to attack from the east and from the south-southeast. Ideally, I would get one of my tank groups, probably even the 35th or maybe the 8th, to attack from the south-southwest. But I want some kind of defensive forces set up for to move over to Grufflingen, so that once we do get attacked, if the armor reinforcements come from the Germans, we can move up from the south and flank them. That's my idea. So what do I want the 10th to do for now? Well, I want them to actually attack out of this area here. So we probably also want them to move up in the same way. Now, did I give the 8th an order? Okay, I want these guys to move without resting. So I want them to go their time now. And then they can rest once they get there. So that's good. They're moving there. So the 10th... Maybe the 10th should actually help support the 35th, which has been kind of overrun. So let's get them to move as well. Over to Lomersweiler. Actually, I'm going to have them move over to Steinbruck. I'm going to have them clear this route as their first objective, and then maybe push up from here to Nijmegen, and then they can push up from there to Senfis. So they have a lot to cover today. They're going to be given a lot of orders. Let's just move them over to Nijmegen for now, though. Same kind of thing, quickest route. Set up attacks. If you see anything, just kill it. I don't think that's going to happen, but most importantly, don't rest. Just go there right now, and then you can rest once you get there. So I want all our units ready to go. Okay, so the 22nd is not set up to move yet. The 66th is set up to move on the fringes of Steinbruck. Yeah, so even though I think it's going to be hurting us if we actually do get attacked, I'm going to move these guys a little bit differently. Because I want them actually in the town area. That's minor road. So this is village. I really need to see the individual things. Okay, so this is village, this is village. Oh, so yeah, so it's broken down into little pieces inside the little pieces, unfortunately. This looks good. Let's see. Is this... So go back to this. I mean, visibility is just terrible there. Absolutely terrible. Okay, can I get rid of that? There we go. We're just not going to be able to see very far into the forest. I think this is our best bet. We can see pretty far from that little spot right there. And there's a little bit of forest there, if I'm not, village there. So let's just go ahead and defend there. So go ahead and get your rest order right here instead. And facing this way, which is where we expect the attack to come from. And I think I'm actually just going to give them a formation even. I don't expect them to be attacked from the rear because we will be pushing through there and we have this artillery, this anti-air group covering kind of the, the area that these guys would come in from. Yeah. Also, I want to keep things in towns. So I originally was planning these guys to go over here, but let's change that a little bit because towns are better. They just have absolutely no visibility from Elkrath at all, though. I don't really want to move them anywhere else, though. Is this a nighttime issue, or is it really just they can't see anything? I know they have pretty good visibility here, unfortunately. That probably is what we're going to end up doing then. So let's just leave them there then. Lastly, we have these guys, who maybe these guys will move up into Elkrath. It's not really going to help much. Okay, well, let's see what it looks like if we move them here. Yeah, that's kind of what I want them to do. So a lot of movement orders are being given. We're going to reposition everyone a little bit further north. And this is the point, is I want my artillery to double as helping hold objectives now so that the rest of my armed forces can move forward. Well, here we are, 15 minutes into it, and I still haven't done anything, but I think we're ready to go now. So the infantry won't be given any orders. We're going to hopefully let them just catch up on a little bit of fatigue. they have plenty of it. Where's Alpha? Where in God's name is Alpha? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, and they're all very fatigued, but nobody more fatigued than Charlie, who, if you remember, had to make that huge sweeping push over on the east side. So things are ready. Let's go ahead and get this underway. I have to move this aside because otherwise you can't see these units. So these guys are ready. They're moving with no rest. That's good. That'll get them in position for their attack, which I'm going to start issuing around 6:30. Here goes the 10th. Here goes the 8th. They're all moving. Very good. And right now I have this on recent. I'm going to turn it to current, but I just wanted to do that just to showcase that we don't even have recent view of anybody. We don't have any vision of anybody anytime recently. Okay, it would be really nice, 66th. I think maybe this order doesn't work. Do I have to change it to a defend order? I guess we'll change it to a defend order to move immediately. Defending this way. Max, max, max. And do this by the quickest route possible. Hopefully then you will rest afterwards. These guys are moving, which is great. Should be well supported. They are defended at least on the west side. Man, these guys are just flying. Oh, the Stuarts, of course. Hopefully I do a much better job of protecting this dog company than I did of my poor 35th Tank Battalion. They just got hammered. Good. These guys are setting up. 66th is moving. And I guess after they move... So actually these guys didn't move. Why not? I guess we'll give them a defend order in Elkrath. Maybe a little bit more this way. Something like that seems to make sense, even though I doubt they'll be able to see anything there. Okay, that's good. That'll get them into a different city. So no rest, quickest route. Go ahead, chop chop. And the 66, yeah, their bombardment is limited, but this is going to make sure that we have bombardment until the edge of town. I mean, until the end of the screen. So we're really thinking forward a little bit, probably too much. Everyone's getting into position. I really wish I could give these guys a rest order. Let's just try doing it. Rest. Institute. Perfect. Minimum aggression, maximum rate of fire, maximum ammo, maximum everything. Oh, maybe they can't get resupplied here. And go ahead and do that. Yeah. So let's see what that is. Maybe that'll work. Help them to rest better. Oh! So we have some Germans foolish enough to try to move up the... This is always what they do, to try to take their Steinbrück objectives at night. Luckily for us, we have the 22nd, who has not really been given reinforcement ammo. These guys are moving, so they're in no position to bombard. So this is it. 22nd, you're in charge. Okay, we need to watch out for the R above Steinbrück. Oh, whoa, that's way too far then. These guys aren't even that fatigued for having to move at night. Jeez, I'm really impressed. It's pretty clear that they're going to retreat, though, so we can preempt that by just preparing our fire. And that should be good. I think that is good. Yeah, okay, good. So let's put our fire down there. See what happens. They're going to come in. They're going to be repelled. Our bombardment is going to happen. We lose sight of them. Okay, delete that. These guys are now engaging. They don't have that many... Oh boy. We don't have any way of helping them either. They're actually outgunned. Like, seriously outgunned. Well... I guess there's just nothing we can do about that. We don't want to let them get set, so I'll probably put another bombardment mission down. Okay, that is good. It's good to see. Just in case they didn't run, we will force them to. Okay, very good. 20 seconds looking good on fatigue now. 66 looking good. These guys are now set up. We can probably give them bombard missions. Yeah, very little fatigue from that. So let's see what we have left down here. We have the 4th Armored Division HQ. We won't be moving that. Oh yes, we have this unit, which this would be useful to move. Where do we want our next set of anti-aircraft, like massive machine gun group, to move up? Maybe this is the group we should move over here for now. We may have a few problems over here. Or should we just put another group on this hilltop? I mean, we had a lot of trouble from this forest. I wish there was a toggle for line of sight. I really do. During daytime or nighttime, because it's really hard to see what they will be able to see during the day. But this looks the best. It still looks the best. It's a fine line, though. You get it, and then it just drops off entirely. Alright, so let's try this. Facing this direction. And move in a line. Very good. Okay, let's have them go there. No rest. Quickest route. Go ahead. Oh, looks like these guys have been attacked. Or pushed out. Let's get our 177th on this. Where will they retreat to? Probably here? The box is bigger. I'll just do this to demonstrate. The box is actually bigger. So... I don't know if we can really tell exactly, but the box is bigger for the 177th. You cannot do this bombardment, so don't do it. I think that's probably where they'd run to, otherwise the 51st, I mean Charlie of the 51st would see them. So let's just start bombarding that area. Oh, they didn't go that far yet. Well, go ahead and bombard way closer then. Okay, where would they go from there? This dog company again. The Brave Defenders. Good. Anti-air set up there. And it's not quite 6 o'clock yet, which is when I think we'll give the order. These guys are both ready. 10th is ready. It's going to be a big attack. Just letting the time tick. Still nothing going on. Not even being able to talk. Going up to very fast speed. Okay, people's supplies are arriving. Wow, they've gotten fully supplied. That's great. Oh! Holy cow! Incredible. A infantry company just came this way, and they got themselves destroyed because we have a million forces here that just all fired and killed it at the same time. Well, it's been a long time since we've gotten a cross. I'm happy that we have one more, but that's really how bold these guys are. So now we don't have control in this area either, so we're going to have to actually dispatch somebody to go pick up the pieces. I wonder if I could just dispatch... See, the main guys are going to be needed in the assault. Let's get the mortar team to just go clean that up fast. Just go over there. Quickest, no rest. Really fast. See what happens. There, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, just go see what's over there. You don't want a mortar team to go over here and do something like this normally, but I don't think there's any other forces here. Okay, and reattach. So that should give us control back. Let's see. It did. Okay, good. Who's freshest out of these guys? I can't see what's going on. I think Abel. Yep, Abel's definitely the freshest. We need somebody to go over here and take this forest area back as well. Not that it really is necessary for supplies. So you know what? Forget about it. Just keep pushing forward. Oh, okay, it's 6:30. We need to start giving our orders, our attack orders. So let's get these guys to attack by first setting up here. And then attacking into Mospelt. Go ahead and do this with maximum everything. And you can, you know, you don't need to rest any longer. You're well rested already. I just want to clear this area and then we'll attack north. Just trying to make up for the mistake we made in the previous episode. And yes, hopefully you can reattach your mortar group. You guys are going to begin your attack. I could do probe. Let's probably do probe, actually. So go, set up here, and then do a probe into Vepeler. Through Vepeler, I will say. And you guys are going to be doing the same thing, but they're not specifically working together, which, you know, man, just means they'll be working together just because they'll be next to each other, but they don't have any idea of coordinating. I'm just forcing them to coordinate by giving them orders right next to each other. Okay, then these guys are good. I probably am going to have these guys, like, where are you? You're attached to that group, okay. You might have to reform. You'll probably have to reform. I want to attack across east, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just finish what we want to do here first. Let's see how that goes. If you attack too many places at the same time, you can't focus your artillery. And that's one of the huge benefits we have, right? So, okay, they are moving very quickly. But they're going to move in reorg here, which is good. And now they will both begin their attacks simultaneously, which is really good. There's daybreak. So you guys are still figuring out your plan. That's fine. Okay, good. We're starting to see things. Hopefully things that we are going to shoot. Yes. I'll tell you what. Damn it. Can't shoot them with that. Alright, 22nd. You've been given full ammo. You are just going to be basically on repeat fire against this group right here. Which is supposedly just a recon group. After you finish bombarding that, what is your limit? Just beyond that. And nothing for the 177th. Okay. And your visibility, now that we have line of sight, how are we looking? Well, you're going to be able to cover the close area, which is nice. So that'll prevent somebody from getting up on top of Steinbrook through this method, because they'll cover here, and these guys will cover this area. So I think that connects more or less. They probably could slip through by some serpentine method, but I'm going to assume they can't. Just overall. Okay, bombard these guys as well. Good. We're getting them to flee. Lots of fleeing happening. Alright, bring in the big boys. Can't attack with them yet. Gonna slow this down a little bit, just because things are actually starting to happen now. Need to give our attack order here. So form up where you are. And then I actually want you to attack. Maybe I'll attack along this, then I'll come back. So zigzag through this area. Gotta clear this side first. So I'm gonna do this, and I want the frontage to be quite wide. Something like this. So do this with minimum aggro since it'll be in the forest. So we want to get really nice up and... Well, no, actually do it with normal because the artillery has an advantage. We want to fight them from a reasonable distance. And hopefully you're still getting supplied in there somehow, which is why I'm kind of moving them towards this road. Then they'll cut all the way back. Hopefully there's no forces remaining in this area. Okay, 20-second bombardment there. These guys were moving, but doesn't look like they're fleeing anymore. So get another bombardment group over there. We just are not going to stop bombarding these guys. 66 never got reinforced, unfortunately. And they can't do anything anyway, though. Okay, that's fine. So they'll bombard there. Good, I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. That should be good hits because even though we don't see them, I think that they just moved right into the forest line. Otherwise, I'm expecting that the 51st or somebody would have seen them. Come on, 22nd, get on your job here. Yeah, we see them again now, so that was good. That was very effective. Okay, there's lots of stuff here. 22nd is supposed to be bombarding. They are. Very good. Their attack order has been given. Yes, perfect. These guys are actually engaging. That's really good. Really good to see. You know, we don't have very good visibility, but we're just going to rely on artillery. We're going to lean very heavily on the artillery here. And I want to make sure we're not going to miss any talk about air cover, because we'll be using the air cover. And here goes Alpha. They're in the lead. Able, I should say. Able's decided to lead us off. Okay, you guys are bombarding there. You can't bombard anything. Well, I guess you'll be responsible for bombarding... Jeez. I got these guys in a really bad way. Reattach the infantry group. Still seems okay to me. Still seems okay. We saw how quickly these guys broke. Hopefully that's still the result of last episode. Okay, I'm pretty happy about this. I feel like we're going to be doing okay. Go ahead and just continue to bombard these guys. Don't give them any break. Okay, so if we hit... You hit that little double dot there. Double dot. So we just aim it a little bit east. And that should still get these guys a little bit west of that. So right kind of there, can maybe get both of them at the same time. Good. So they're coming, so we want to soften those guys up as much as possible. Well, looks like you can still attack there, so go ahead and do it. Wow, these guys have already completed their mission. That's wonderful. Gonna hold them a little bit until the infantry starts moving. Although, yeah, the infantry it's really important to keep them. I don't want to increase their fatigue too much. I don't want to overuse them. It's a real temptation for me to overuse the infantry because we don't have a lot of area that we can get to by the roads in this central corridor. This huge central area is just only infantry access. For once, I think I'm just going to let these bombardments completely finish. Time and time again. They'll be hitting this guy first, so we'll bombard him. As soon as that infantry starts moving, that's when we'll go ahead and... Oh, there they are. So we've been hitting these guys. Hopefully it's been doing something. Hit them again. We're moving. Be interesting to see how these guys have tasked themselves. 10. Oh, why is our HQ... Oh, this is the form-up area. Well, this form-up area happens to be really close to the actual enemies. Fired right on top of those guys. I think we're doing okay. I think this is good. Speed it up a little bit. Okay, we now are in full daylight. Slightly better visibility. We are just, we're hitting them right in the right spot. Get these guys. Get these guys. That should just destroy whatever's left of that group. Just in time for the 10th to come in. Okay, you're done. Go ahead and switch it up. Bombard them again. You think you're done? Go ahead and bombard them again. And looks like we run into... Nope. These guys are on the move, though. They are attacking, right? They should be attacking. I don't like to see that... It doesn't look like they're forming the correct... It looks like they're in, like, a column. Why would you attack a very wide front with a column? Doesn't make sense. But anyway, they're starting to move, so we'll begin our probe this way. I think the armored recav is going to set up here and then probe this way. The engineer group is going to probe just right to this town. So max everything again for both of these guys. Good. But they're taking fire, but this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're starting to realize this is bigger than we thought. That's okay, we're bombarding them already. It's perfect. Just run it back. Hit them again. We are really pounding these guys. Okay, hit the guys behind them, if they're still there. I think they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these guys never reattached. We need to hit these guys hard. And the 22nd is, again, the only group who can do it. It's a little unfortunate. And finally, the 66th can engage something. Go ahead and bombard them. Ah, this is so interesting. It's like 30 units left. Well, this is perfect for our other anti-aircraft group. Let's see where they can get good visibility from. Seems like right here is good. So basically I want you to face pretty much north. Go to a line. Just cover the south side of Steinbrook. And I want you to do this just ASAP. Because you're not helping over here anymore now that we've got the 10th to cover that. You've done your job there already. Okay, we are pushing north. I might have to retask the recon group. Oh, we pushed up right into them. Jeez. These guys are still there? Well, keep giving them hell. Oh, jeez. Kind of feel bad for them, almost. Alright, we took a little artillery fire here, but we are getting their units to retreat, which is good. That was the entire point. This unit walked into our trap, pretty much. This is good. Why aren't you guys reattaching, though? Can you reorganize or something? I don't know. Come on. Give these guys an order to get them out of here. Okay, a lot of stuff going on at the same time here. Looks like the 22nd was good to bombard this unit. Let's keep that up. We're going to hit our own if we're not careful, though. And they're going to retreat anyways, right? So let's just kind of preempt the retreat. Oh, gosh, we got them! Ha ha ha! Excellent. So these guys already retreated in, then? Oh, they're still there. Good, it's landing. Oh, that's good. It's good to see. Continue to bombard this group. They don't have much left, man. We can wear them down. Okay, now these guys are heavily engaged. 66, this is your job. They pushed all the way over, but keep pounding them. Oh, that's going to hit. That's going to hit our own guys. Yeah, we're just to the top of the black line, it looks like. It's probably okay. I'm going to take off avoid friendlies. Yeah, something like this. Oh, we're inching forward. No good. No bueno. Where would they have retreated here? I mean, this is one of those things. Okay, I'm gonna slow this down a little bit because getting overwhelmed. I want to try to min-max everything. It's not possible, but I'm trying. Yeah, that unit, we don't have visibility of it anymore anyway. So you know what? Forget that. 22nd has just been a godsend. We've used almost all their ammo already. We can't get anybody. It's just the worst position. I think I had these guys on the hill last time here, and they were able to reach everyone. Trying to have them in a town so that it decreases their fatigue. Looks like it's really a double-edged sword. Not paying off as much as I hoped. The good news is we can get this group out of here as soon as they just decide to leave, but why don't you bombard here? Because I don't think these guys have left. I presume that they haven't moved at all. We should be able to see these guys if they're still there, though. Well, we still see them. So weird. Why... How we can't... They have no cohesion. They just should be dead. Okay, what we're seeing here is a group I want to kill, another group I want to kill. Where are we seeing them? Okay. We are landing that artillery well anyway. This was a really good attack in the south. I wasn't expecting to pick up this much stuff, but we're getting really lucky with all the units that are down there. Okay, it looks like we are forming our attack line now for the final push. Gonna let them finish. I'm just gonna let the infantry... Our units have been able to really help out a lot against these guys. Much more than I thought. My mechanized motorized group. So, you know, this had a really slow start, the episode, but I think we're hitting a stride here. A really good stride. We've just decimated this poor unit. This one has some cohesion, so you know what? Let's mix it up. Start getting these guys. And the 22nd. You know what? The 66th, actually. Let's go ahead and bombard this, just in case they are still there. They are, but they're moving, so... Hold on, wait one. Where are they going to go? I don't know where these guys plan on going to. But they're very, very fatigued. And they supposedly only have 10 men left. Well, let's go ahead and bombard these guys again since they're still giving us hell. Oh, we got him! We got him! We eliminated this unit completely. Excellent. So the dominoes are starting to fall now. I really like that. Okay. Engineering, armored engineers have gotten to their objective, which means we're waiting for you, cavalry recon. So please probe into this intersection here. Max, max, max. Shortest. So I want them to just use... Oh, no. Quickest, sorry. In fact, unspecified, because you'll just naturally follow that road, I think. I was fearing that they might do something weird like go around, but I can't imagine they would do that. Let's also take a look at our control. Yeah, so we have this big gap in the middle here, but otherwise looks like roads are leading to all of our units perfectly, which I'm very happy to see. Very happy. Wow, we have a unit all the way over here, so we have really good visibility. Jeez. We can definitely call the 66 in on that kind of stuff. You can see how the effect of just unrelenting artillery. And they're kind of forming up here, huh? So let's give the 66 something to do while they're waiting. Oh, we've been attacked. That might have been anti-air. I mean, that might have been aircraft, a bombing run. 20 seconds done, so let's try to get these guys. Okay, this is going to be so hard. We basically have to box almost just the very top left corner of this guy. This is difficult. That technically works, but I want to move it a little bit more west. Yeah, that should work. I don't even know if it's going to hit them. They have no cohesion left. You know what? I'm not going to do that. They have no cohesion. I don't know. Actually, I think it is worth it. They have enough to that I'm just still a little bit scared of them. That should be okay. All right, let's call that down for a little bit. They're bombarding there. That's perfect. Let's get those guys to just pound them into submission. My infantry has just worked so quickly. My goodness. So you're going to patrol there. Yeah, that's good. Actually, go ahead and probe up with them to here. Max, max, max. Everything good. Just working our way up that eastern side. Oh, so these guys still exist here. Well, I think they can be targeted by the 177th. Your fatigue is really going down. That's good to see. I missed whatever fire just happened. It's probably between these two guys. Yeah, I mean, these guys are still getting pounded on. There they go. Finally retreating, but they're retreating back into us. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. We have them surrounded. The next group I want to target is this one, but nobody's done firing quite yet. Oop, 177? Nope, not in range. Well, in that case, what is here anyway? Enough that I can be worried. Why not just abuse our artillery advantage? Just abuse it. Now let's target this group in the forest. That looks good. We don't have eyes on, but I think they're still there. Where else could they have gone? They could have gone west, but I think we would have seen them because the hill starts rising here. Yeah, these guys just... Oh gosh, what are they doing? Don't do it! Put your hands in the air. Oh man. Well, this will be a slightly longer episode, but it did take us a little while to get going. Oh, good. 66th. Where are you? What are you bombarding? Over there? Who's free? Everyone's bombarding? Well, switch tasks. These guys are obviously the higher priority. Although we're not in bad shape. These guys are going to come up the middle. These guys are just starting to probe. I feel really bad for these guys in the end. Anyway, let's get these guys to assist in the assault. Okay, they are very well spread out. That's what I like to see. So we can actually do this attack almost right on top of them. Looks good. Still pounding these guys. I don't even know what these guys are going to do. Okay, friendlies are in way. It's good that we... Who's in the way? That's close, but it's not quite. Okay, we'll pull back a little bit. And just, who cares about that? Oh, they're retreating anyway, so delete that order. Forget that. Surprised these guys haven't surrendered yet. They have no cohesion. Just none. There's just nothing left of them. Wow, this was just an excellent finish to this episode. Finally, things are going our way. We've turned a corner, which is really nice. Let's get this bombardment to go on here, because I suspect this unit hasn't actually fled completely yet. Yeah, they are kind of pushing that way. So let's just preempt that. We might as well just run this back again. This group is just... I can't imagine there's anything left of it. Probably going to have friendlies getting in the way of that one. One more. Oh, they were there. Okay, now they're being pushed back. This is so good. Like, I don't understand how these guys are still alive. They should have been just crushed. They ran pretty much into our forces. Baker's just having a field day, just tracking them down, tracking them down. Oh, wow. We actually have visibility on these guys from the town, from Brightfeld. Goodness. I just don't feel like ending this episode. There's too much good stuff going. So we hit my good luck number or something. These guys don't seem like they're long for the world. They're being attacked by pretty much the half surrounding. Huge fire superiority from our guys. I'm not going to waste artillery on those guys anymore. Let's get the 66 to actually help out with these guys. It looks like they're headed this way, so let's just kind of bombard where we think they're going to be. Looks like they're actually moving this way. Something like this. Things are looking good. It's 10:30 and things are looking really good. Keep pushing them. Well, we might have missed this one by a little bit. We'll try that again. We probably just don't have visibility over the hill. That poor feller. Oh, they've been eliminated. Alright. Well, I'm going to call this video to a close here. Really a fantastic job, man. We added 1, 2, 3, 4 crosses. Things are starting to fall into place, but quite a long episode. I hope that's not too bad of a thing. So if you were able to cut through the first 15 minutes of strategizing, which I hope that wasn't too annoying, we got to the really good stuff towards the end. And I can't help but think that a lot of this was payoff from our hard work on day one. Even though we took a lot of casualties and stuff, it really softened up these forces, I believe, and because of that, we were able to reap the dividends today on day 2. So stay tuned for more in the next episode. We'll try to push past sets over here and free up the northern road. Gonna have a lot of the infantry moving here. Gonna get probably the 51st to cut back and then swoop up. We'll get the 10th to move all the way north to where the 51st is. 51st will attack Sankva from the east. The 10th will attack Sankt from the south-southeast. And maybe we'll also even engage the 35th. Get them to move past Nightingale, or maybe even the 8th. Get them to move past and attack from the south-southwest. But that's enough being said for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.